I read 5 chapters. I'm losing my mind. I just got off work and was working from home, and I just got the e-galley for A Tempest of Tea. Wow. I only found out it was available on Echolate Request yesterday when Stevie messaged our Discord and she was like, A Tempest of Tea is available on Echolate, and I was like, oh, what? What? As you all know, I am a massive fan of We Hunt the Flame. That book single-handedly changed the trajectory of my life. I talk about We Hunt the Flame and We Free the Stars and Hafsa non-stop. Some would say a little too much. I'm so excited for what this book holds, for meeting these new characters, for diving back into the world of Hafsa's writing that I completely adore. I know it's gonna be life-changing. I am beyond excited. This is my Joker. If anybody has had a Joker, it is me and A Tempest of Tea. Okay, I was approved for the arc today, right when I got off work. Like, I think 4:30 is when I got the email. I actually did talk to her publicist, and we're gonna stay in touch for promotional activity and stuff, because one thing about me is I'm going to promote the heck out of Hafsa's books. Anything for my fellow Arab and Muslim authors. I decided this is gonna be my first reading vlog. I've talked in the past about doing reading vlogs. I'm sticking to this one because this is that book for me. I'll show you my reactions and whatnot to the book and give you a review, but obviously I can't give spoilers because this book doesn't come out until February 2024. So we'll see. I'm just over the moon excited. You guys are the first people I'm telling. I haven't even posted my Instagram story yet, but by the time this comes out, obviously I'll post it. I'm gonna do that right now, but finally got the arc. Let's check back in when we're reading. It's time. Tempest of Tea. Let's go. Literally on the second page, and I'm already freaking out. So we knew there's a tea. This is not a spoiler. Arthi is our main character. She runs a tea room called Spindrift, and I'm in the Zumra Discord, and we've had a channel called Spindrift for so long, and it's so exciting to finally see it on the page. Also, there's a character named Jin, and I know nothing about him, but I really love him. And you know, Jin. Can I say this? I helped Hafsa actually put in a tiny BTS reference because his name was Jin. If I can talk about this, I'm gonna ask her. Just finished chapter 1. My heart is already racing. That was such a good start to the story. I'm already so invested. I love Arthi and Jin. Wow, I'm amazing. Okay, I read 5 chapters. I'm losing my mind. This is so good. There is such good commentary on colonization, the effects of colonization. I'm living. Okay, 5 chapters and I have so far to go. I just finished A Tempest of Tea. What? I don't even have words for what I just read. What? Like, my heart is racing. Like, why am I scared? I literally can't even formulate thoughts right now. That was too good. I'm gonna give me a couple of days for a full review, but oh my goodness. What? It's the only word I can say. What? Like, my heart is actually in my throat right now. Okay, we're gonna come back for the full review. So it's been a day since I read A Tempest of Tea, and let me give you my final thoughts. I am still reeling, but I do want to get my thoughts not down on paper but out in the open while the book is still fresh in my mind. But wow, I'd read this book over the course of a month, and I think that's a little surprising to some people because normally most anticipated read, you're gonna read that super fast. I wanted to savor this, and as some people on Instagram understood me, I wanted to savor this book, and Hafsa's writing is one that needs to be savored. I'm gonna stop saying the word savored now. I really wanted to enjoy it. I wanted to make it last, and I wanted to fully absorb every aspect of this book. So I took my time, and I don't regret it one bit. So I started this book back in September. I think it was like September 10th, 11th, one of those days. And I unintentionally took longer than I expected to. So I started it, like I said, in September. I read like 12 chapters in one day. And then I didn't get to pick it up again until like this week, this week was like the end of September, beginning of October. That wasn't on purpose. I legitimately like got so busy that I don't know, got busy and then didn't pick it up again. But I, like I said, don't regret it because I got the introduction to the characters, introduction to the plot. So I got to just like absorb the personalities, where this plot was going, form opinions. And then when I jumped back in, the book was like at the point where it was about to like pick up super fast pace anyway. So I jumped right back in seamlessly into the story, and it made for a very enjoyable reading experience. Not saying you should read it like that over the course of a month, but I unintentionally did that and I really, really enjoyed it. Tempest of Tea. So when you read an author's new works, it's hard not to compare to the previous works. And I've talked so much already in my time online how much I love the We Hunt the Flame trilogy, how much it means to me, and sing its praises endlessly for good reason. So reading Tempest and comparing to We Hunt the Flame, Hafsa's writing only gets better. I will say with We Hunt the Flame, my one criticism, even though 5 stars, I think it's perfection, but if I had to give a criticism, it would be that We Hunt the Flame starts a little slow. And I always give that warning to people who are about to pick it up. I'm like, hey, it takes a minute to build up. That Tempest did not have that problem. We hit the ground running. And this cast of characters, you know, you have the OG Zumra of We Hunt the Flame, and compare them with this, I want to call them like a ragtag group. I love this group so much. I love Arthi. I love Jin. I already loved Jin because he shared a name with BTS Jin, and from the sneak peeks, Hafsa had like teased for a bit, especially in the Zoomer Discord. But I love Jin so wholeheartedly. Don't even at me. I was really, really intrigued by Layth, and this is a spoiler-free review, so I won't get into anything. And I'm so curious to see what's going to happen with him in the next book. Layth is from the We Hunt the Flame world. Arwaya? You'd think as a fan of this book I'd know how to pronounce things by now, but I don't. Especially with auto prep. Layth is from the same world We Hunt the Flame. This whole book takes place in the same world as We Hunt the Flame. Layth is from the Kingdom of Ariwa. He's not like an explicit character we've met before. There is a little bit of we've kind of heard-ish. I'm not gonna say too much because I think that could potentially be a spoiler. He's not completely foreign to us, but we also haven't like met him. That's all I'll say. And then you have Mateo, the vampire, like the artistic vampire. I love him and his personality. The way he gets on Arthi's nerves is so funny. And then you have Flick, or Felicity, but she goes by Flick. I liked her POV a lot more than I expected to. Her growth in this book is so impressive, and I really enjoyed being in her head, honestly. The book overall, like I said, fantastic. The end left me literally, I think I used the word flabbergasted in my text to Azanta, which is not a word I often use. But I was just jaw-dropped on the floor. Felt like I needed to scream. Like, it was just so thing after thing after thing at the end, and I was like, what is happening? But it was perfection. And I really think this is what Hafsa excels at, she really is so good at writing the endings of her book and writing the adventure and the action in a way that makes you like, I can't turn the pages fast enough, you know? Tempest was everything I expected and more, and I am so excited that I finally had a chance to read it, and I can't wait for this book to be out and all of you to get to read it. And it was amazing. I feel like this concludes my reading vlog. I've never done one of these before, and I can't really get into more about the book without getting into spoilers. I can assure you there's plenty of content coming. I'm about to go start brewing some tea now. February can't come soon enough. I just want this book to be out in the world so you all can experience it. Then we can all just scream about it to each other in our DMs. If you haven't already, please pre-order Tempest of Tea. I'll put a link in the description. Trust me, you're gonna want this book, and the cover's gorgeous. She's gonna look beautiful on your shelves. And yeah, I can finally say I've read A Tempest of Tea. That's my reading vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye!